Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Rising Stars podcast. It's been a minute, but we're back. It's
We're
been
here.
a kind of a little chaotic playoffs, but yeah, I mean this will be a good episode. We got a good amount to talk about and some off-season stuff, so I'm excited about that. But
We have a long road ahead of us.
yeah,
And it's crazy to say with the seasons, but you know what? Let's just play the game.
yeah,
Let's play the connections before we
like
get into
connections. Start off easy.
Last time was a very poor performance from us, if I'm remembering correctly. So hopefully this will be a little bit better.
It was poor. It was
We
poor, but I think we guessed the categories.
we did.
just
We just
didn't.
couldn't put it together.
Yeah, that was the problem. Okay, they
Okay.
got Jimmy. Okay, what the actual?
So hold up. Go player names because I don't know some of
Yeah, I
these.
don't know. Yeah,
Umar. Oh, is there literally like four dudes with the last name Cook?
wait, I see three. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
1, 2, 3,
four.
4. Okay,
Are they brothers or are they legit? Just no way, they're all brothers. They all just got the
players
yeah.
with last
Okay.
name Cook.
All right,
No,
now we can go back. I know everybody else on this board.
yeah,
All right. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Jokic. Okay. Fred VanVleet. Okay. All of these guys are very well known,
yeah.
which is weird because usually you have like a couple guys that are like outliers and you can pull stuff from that. CJ McCollum, maybe. I guess he's not.
It's only CJ and Fred VanVleet are the only two that the rest of these guys are at
Could there be like
superstars.
this might sound but there's not four. I was thinking something like a near all-star because I know everybody talks about CJ McCollum being like one of the better players that was never an all-star. And I'm thinking like Levine. Did Levine make an all-star game? He might have.
I think he did. Yeah.
Jimmy.
There's got to be something that's still kind of obvious because they're only on the second category.
Bird and Magic have to be in the same category, I feel like.
But who else would be?
It could be some sort of like rivalries played each other in the finals.
Is
X
it
number of times.
Is it California? That's a thing.
Boston, Miami. I mean, I don't hate it.
I mean,
It's not a bad one. I like some sort of
yeah.
rivalry. Okay.
Damn, so it's not even one away. All
I
right.
like some sort of like rivalry thing, like or something about guys playing each other in the finals. Something along those lines. I mean, Jimmy and Jokic played each other. Bron and Curry have played each other. Magic and Bird have played each other.
Okay, so
Like I don't know what's there, but I feel like there's something to do with the finals. VanVleet, McCollum.
I don't know.
I would almost also think like one-time All-Stars, but there's not four of them.
Yeah, no. Now these guys are all absolute studs, and then there's Fred VanVleet and CJ McCollum.
Yeah, that is really throwing me off. I think we run a hint. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Most threes in a game.
So Levine, McCollum, Curry.
Yeah, it has to be right.
Or Lillard could be in there. Swap
okay,
McCollum, right?
McCollum?
Right? I think Levine had a crazy game. I'm pretty confident it's those four.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That gives us something at least a little easier to work with. Magic and Bird have to be connected somehow.
I mean, there's three retired players and 5 current.
Yeah. Like something here is like teammates or finals.
Yeah, has okay.
100%. Okay, all three of them are Miami guys, but none of the other guys are. played.
Do they all play against the same player in the finals? Like that, we're not.
It's not a bad. Who would they have all played? Because Bird
No,
and
'cause- yeah,
Magic would have never matched up with Braun.
yeah.
Van Vliet is weird too.
I feel like this is like I don't know, but
I mean, we
Larry
have
Bird
2 strikes left. Like, I feel like we could just chuck something out there if we can. Before we use a hint, we should guess some sort of.
all right.
Yeah,
Those
I
two are
like
probably
Magic
together.
Bird, and then I like something like played against each other in the finals. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Try it.
No.
Not one away. All
Not
right.
one away. Okay, this is bad.
This is another rough showing. All right. Oh my goodness. Like it's almost like I understand that these guys are connected, but I don't know where 4 of them
Yeah.
are, or how 4 of them are.
How only 4 of them are.
Right,
Like that's
exactly. Here, bring out another hint, dude. I can't. My
3 plus MVPs.
Bron, Jokic, Bird, Magic.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, so wait. I want to think how these 4 connect.
Um.
Oh gosh, what?
How does Fred Van Fleet? Is it no?
We don't. How in the world does Dwayne Wade connect to Fred VanVleet?
That's yeah.
My only guess is that these guys were all teammates with somebody, or all played somebody.
Yeah.
There's no way in the world Dwayne Wade and Fred VanVleet have.
Unless they're all the same draft pick, but I don't think.
Jimmy's no.
No, that
Definitely
wouldn't be
not.
it.
Jimmy's 30 or
Yeah.
something around there. Wade's
All right.
just yeah. I guess let's just see what it is.
Who even is? Okay.
What?
Okay.
Are you serious? Like,
All right.
if
I
you
feel like that.
look, if
That
you
was a
got
rough.
that category as like your second or third one, you're psychotic. I'm sorry. Like, never in a million years would I have guessed that.
There's kids that probably
Lean.
grind that game that are like,
Oh,
you know,
dude, yeah.
they dropped like a Hall of Fame version, so there's an even harder category now.
See, we cannot touch that.
No, we gotta get more
kids
practice
can go to
first.
that. Yeah, we need many more reps of the normal version.
All
But
right.
I want to
Gonna get
switch gears to, I would say, what's been the most prominent off-season talk, even though we're not even in the off-season yet. It's weird to say, but Cavs got eliminated Wednesday night. And I mean, even before they were eliminated, everybody was talking about Donovan Mitchell. Like, I don't think they needed to get eliminated for that to start. I just don't think it made much of it. Like, everyone expected them to lose, whether it was in 4 or 5. Dude, I've seen so many destinations for him at this point. LA, Brooklyn, Miami. I even saw like something about Memphis earlier. I mean, what's your just initial take on like that whole?
I don't even know, but like that whole situation is weird to me. Like I just don't understand how it didn't work out. And like I
On
feel like
paper, that team looks like a
it's
championship contender. I completely agree.
even like not even just on paper, but even with the eye test, like there are stretches that they go on where like they are literally the best team in the league. And if they could just be consistent, like Darius Garland was not Darius Garland until like a random game in the playoffs. And then he just I don't know. I like Darius Garland a lot, but like there's only so many years that you can put up the same like stats pretty much and kind of stay stagnant. But I mean, I still feel like that's a good situation overall for Donovan Mitchell, just because they have talent around him, and the fact that he wasn't able to succeed with them to me is like, who is he gonna succeed with? Because that is like that. Not that they're the most consistent team, but like I don't think he's the most consistent player either. Like with that team, you should be able to take them somewhere, and do something. And I
Yeah,
feel like I don't know.
I don't know. I can't say I agree, honestly. I don't think Mitchell is much to blame for
I mean,
what's
I don't think he's like fully to blame, but like,
right. Like, of course, your best guy, if you're not getting past the second round, needs to take on some of the blame. But to me, Garland has looked stagnant on offense at best. Mobley's offense has never
yeah,
been. It's always been a non-factor outside of a few games. But you're not looking to get 25 points a night out of Evan Mobley. You're looking to get 25 points a night out of Darius Garland, and then you're trying to
yeah,
pull another 25 from your core bench guys like the Max Strus, Isaac Okoro, you fill in the blank. But none of those guys were meeting those expectations. Not to mention no Jared Allen. Not saying they would have won the series with him, but
yeah.
I mean that's a huge blow defensively.
I mean, that's like the other thing is it's kind of hard to judge them for losing to the Celtics
Right,
because
because
this
pretty
is
much
one of the best teams
everybody in
you've
the
ever
East
seen.
is gonna lose to the Celtics.
Yeah,
The
like
Celtics are not the most dominant team to me. Like it when I go and I look at the box score and I see that they're blowing a team out by 20, like that's great and all. And then I look at the stats and I see that only one of their guys had like 25 points and everybody else just split the rest.
well, that's the thing though.
Like
Like,
that's impressive. But then when you watch the game, like sure, they're always comfortably in the lead, but at the same time, they're not facing good competition. They're not
yeah, you're
facing
not
a
wrong.
Minnesota, a Denver. Like to me, I don't remember who it was that said this, and it was so true. Somebody said it that if they're not battle tested before the finals, I think they're going to be in for a rude awakening. I think they could go down 2-0 real quick, and then that series is pretty much done because they're going to have home court advantage over everybody, I think.
I mean, I'd say their biggest issue like would be Denver. I mean, for obvious reasons, but
Mhm.
like the thing with the Nuggets is, as I'm saying this, the Nuggets are down 20.
Yeah, they're killing them
But
right now.
what I'm saying is that no lead is safe with them.
Right.
Like the Lakers could have so easily won the series either last year or this year, but they just could not hold a lead. And my friend was like saying about, oh, how the Wolves are about to win in 5. And I'm like, all right, dog, just watch. Like just
And
wait.
now you have this. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm not saying that they're gonna come back and win this game, but I'm also saying I wouldn't be surprised. Like they just seem, no matter what, like they'll get into their game eventually. And I think those couple games where Jokic just had 2 stinkers, like it's gonna happen, but that's not gonna happen in like for all 7 games of a series.
You're right.
So
I
I
mean,
could see I could see the Celtics getting leads early and feeling comfortable enough to
and then
like
Denver
have those
just
leads. Yeah,
blows the door. Yeah. I
yeah,
think the
that's what
winner
I'm
of
saying.
this series, this Minnesota Denver series, wins the finals, personally.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't trust Kristaps' health nearly enough. If Boston enters the finals fully healthy, sure, I think they have a good shot. I don't see a world where Kristaps is fully healthy by the finals. So
yeah,
I think it's the winner of this series takes on Boston. Whatever team wins this beats Boston.
yeah. It's just hard to like. I, I mean, I don't know exactly when I like started my other podcast, but like any final predictions that like I ever made is just it's hard not to pick the Nuggets.
Yeah,
Like they're
fair.
just so, I don't know how to, like they're literally the perfect team. And I mean, like I'm watching them down 20, but like, and it's seems crazy, but I would
It's
still
a
pick.
great roster.
Yeah, I don't know.
To
It boggles
me,
my mind how well they did that. Like,
I almost think Minnesota could be a bigger threat to Boston than Denver would be because when I
yeah,
watch the Celtics, especially against the Cavs in this series, they settle for so many threes and they like that's what they want to do. They want to play
yeah,
highlight reel basketball. When you go and you face Minnesota, who has the easily the best defense in the NBA, I mean, look, Denver has 40 points and it's the third quarter. That says a lot.
Yeah.
But to me, like, if Boston tries that approach where they're trying to settle for these threes, you're going to have to deal with Jaden McDaniels. You're going to have to deal with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You're going to have to deal with all these guys. And then if Joe Mazzulla comes into the huddle and says, guys, attack the basket, then you go down into the paint and then you deal with Rudy Gobert. Then you deal with the athleticism of Anthony Edwards blocking you from behind. Like, to me,
Yeah.
I think it's a 7-game series with either of these teams versus Boston. And I think either one comes out on top, but I think Minnesota would tire them out a lot faster than Denver.
Yeah, it's a very different game than anybody like else in the NBA, and especially anybody else they've played recently. Um, I don't know, like the Sixers. Why I always thought like even through the Joel Embiid injury, even through whatever, like why I thought they always had a shot at the championship is that the Wolves, if they made it to the chip, I'd pick the Sixers because Joel Embiid has like knows how to play Cat and knows how to play Gobert. And we saw that in December, and he just tore them up and like in the mid range area. But and like that's the thing with the Sixers is that their whole like game plan is give it to Joel Embiid and let the other guys do whatever they have to do. But with Boston, it's every single player needs to contribute because Jason Tatum is not the ice in his veins
He's not a playoff
superstar.
riser at all.
No. And if he's going to continue to have these 20-point performances, like especially against a team like the Timberwolves, which that would honestly be impressive.
Yeah.
But
Then
the
Derek
rest of
White
their team
needs
is
to
not.
set up.
Yeah,
Then Jaylen Brown. I completely agree. I don't think like it's crazy because Boston does easily have the most talented roster in the league, but they are like it's weird to say with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who's the highest paid guy in the NBA, to say that they don't have a 1A in the playoffs, but they really don't.
mm-mm.
When you look at the stat sheet on most nights, Tatum's stat line isn't jumping off the books like Jokic's.
Absolutely not.
Like Jokic had like 40 and 13 on 0 turnovers the other night. Like a stat line like that is the definition of a 1A. What Anthony Edwards has been doing all postseason is
Yeah,
example of a 1A. So I don't like Boston's mentality on offense. I don't like how comfortable they get sometimes with their leads. I think that's where Denver would kill them. And then I don't trust Jason Tatum and I don't trust
I don't
Kristaps.
trust Jason Tatum at all. Like that's the thing. I mean, it's been like this for like it's not a new thing that Jaylen Brown is like could be the 1A. And you're right,
Right.
there is no 1A. It's they're both 1Bs because
Mhm.
I mean, not that they like play terribly, but they neither of them step up. They both just play like I don't want to. They're mid. Like to be honest, like you need that superstar X factor, that like little extra umph to like push you through, especially in the
But
playoffs.
can you call Tatum a 1B if you can't imagine him playing Robin to another guy? Like to me, I don't know if I can think of a single 1A guy in the league that I think would be doing better than what they are with Tatum on their team. Like I think Tatum is in a position where he has no other choice but to step up as a 1A because he can also not be a 1B. He doesn't have those off-ball traits that some guys have. Like as
Yeah, he's
crazy as it might
very
sound,
yeah.
when you hear those rumors about like LeBron and Steph playing together, which would never happen in a million years, it would still work better than Tatum with LeBron, than Curry with Tatum. Like because Curry and
Yeah.
LeBron can do so much off the ball, where
He needs the ball
Tatum
to
needs the
score.
ball in his hands a lot more than most 1As to be successful.
And I mean that's like it's so hard to succeed in the playoffs when you have a quote unquote 1A who's like that and performs worse than
Mhm.
the quote unquote like 1B. And Jaylen Brown, like I mean, Jaylen Brown played fantastic in the finals. Like he was carrying, but like Jason Tatum was that bad that there was that much slack left to be picked up by the rest of the team, which is not expected from them. Like there's only so much a team can do when you're super. I mean, even in the Sixers case, when Joel Embiid is not stepping up in the playoffs, when he scores 0 points against the Raptors, like there's only so much you can do, like as a team. And
Yeah.
I mean, you have to hold that accountable.
And I mean, the other thing that gives me so much confidence in Minnesota is that game 2 win where Gobert wasn't even playing, and they handed that loss to the Nuggets. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that is scary. You were without the defensive player of the year, and you're playing the
okay,
best player in the world who plays the
but
same position, and you beat him by 20.
should he have won Defensive Player of the Year?
That's another debate. I think he made the best defensive impact. He didn't have the best stats.
I mean,
I,
like, okay,
it was a
realistically,
debate.
I don't think there's anybody that's like that much of a defensive standout aside from Wemby.
Yeah,
But
he's so unique, but
his
I
stats are
would have voted for
inflated.
Gobert. If I had a vote, I would have given it to Gobert. Just from
Yeah,
an
I wouldn't
impact
feel.
standpoint, the Wolves had the top defense in the league. You take
Yeah,
them off that team, and that's not even close. So to me, I value the impact more than I value the stats, even though Wemby's stats were unbelievable. So just based off that alone, I probably would have given it to Rudy. And I saw a
yeah,
video earlier that was talking about how like Draymond. I don't know if you saw the other night after Jokic dropped 40 in the win in game 5. Draymond was on TNT talking about like Rudy just got cooked by Jokic on national TV, this and that. And I mean, there's two sides to it. If you go back and watch when Rudy was guarding Jokic, Rudy was playing phenomenal defense like a lot of the time, and Jokic would just make the shots. Like it was great
yeah.
defense, better offense.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, my friend is a Timberwolves fan. He was like, "Oh, Rudy Gobert is shit," and I'm like, he's like, "Jokic cooked," and I'm like, he should get cooked by Jokic. Like, that's
Yeah,
the best player in
like
the league.
yeah, but then
There-
the counter argument comes in and says Gobert is the best defensive player in the league. Shouldn't he be able to guard the best offensive player in the league? Like I saw that
uh,
debate be brought up, and it's like on
I
one
mean,
hand, yes, but Jokic is the
no.
best
I
player
mean,
in the world. He's not just the
yeah.
best. Yeah, like
And
there's
like,
levels. There's levels to it.
I also want to say that Marcus Smart won a Defensive Player of the Year award, so it's not like that like reliable. But I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean,
Wemby is.
Gobert's got 4 of them though.
I mean, you're not wrong, but he like has also. I'm not that he's not like he's very consistent in being a good defender, but I feel like especially like in a series, if you're a center that is as talented as Jokic or Embiid, you're gonna figure out a player's defense, and
Right.
you're gonna end up playing better throughout the
You're
series
gonna
once you
find
adjusted
ways
it.
to counter it.
Exactly. So Joel Embiid, like I was literally just watching the Timberwolves game the other day, when we were talking about this, and he would just pull up mid range like all second half, and Gobert couldn't stop it because he's so like on defense about like on the defense about him driving in, and Rudy Gobert is not that like athletic or like agile, so he's not very quick of closing out and dropping back.
Yeah.
So you can't guard motions like that.
Yeah, I just
But
looked at the box score of this game. I mean, Jokic has 16 on like 45-ish% shooting, and I haven't watched much of it, but I mean, I'll go back and probably
yeah,
watch when he's guarded by Gobert, and hopefully next episode we can break that down a little more. This series will be over next
yeah,
episode. Um but I don't know. I think that it's really just a matter of there's levels to it.
for
Jokic is
sure.
going to be Jokic. Gobert is going to do his thing. It comes down to the guys around him. That's why X factors are such a big topic when the playoffs come around.
I mean that like this box score having like, I mean here it's three different players, but like this is way more. You have a player with 21 points, and you have a player with 11 rebounds, and then you have a player who's the defensive player of the year that's not even on here. So
Yeah.
it's like and then Jada McDaniels.
hmm
They like their
That is
rosters
exactly my point. It's all about
like,
your X factor. That's what wins you championships.
I mean,
Like
and
right now
like
for the Wolves, I would say it's Jaden McDaniels. Pretty.
yeah, no, for sure, because he's like game changer. Like if
Yeah.
any other team had a Jaden McDaniels, like
And
I
I
mean,
love the Anthony Edwards quote where he's like, "They got Kevin Durant, but we got
we
Jaden
got Jaden
McDaniels."
McDaniels,
That got memed so hard, and then they
but then it's
swept them,
true.
and Jaden
Yeah,
McDaniels was cooking.
yeah,
And
no,
obviously, Edward Ant wasn't saying like Jaden McDaniels is a better player than Kevin Durant, but
yeah,
his point was made, and it held true. So
can't be mad at him
I
for that.
can't say anything about it.
All right, should we go on to I Call a Game?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, before this game really gets out of hand.
Bro, it's
About
bad. They're up by like 25. I mean,
yeah,
that game 7 that goes back to Denver.
Denver. Yeah, that's gonna be so hard for Minnesota to win, though. That's
I'm
gonna be
gonna.
really hard.
I think I want
Oh,
Minnesota to win.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, wait. All right, hold on. I wanna play a good game. Go to like the top and go to like past games. We're gonna play a modern one from like a day or two ago. It's like scroll up to the top. Hold up. It's like that little time. Yeah.
Okay,
Here we go. Let's find one more.
this one.
I think that one looks good.
All right.
The Pacers.
I actually want to try the current one though because I think we might be able to get that.
All right, man.
But
We can run a double game today.
uh,
All right. That's light. Clock that out. Year.
so the
All right.
year,
I see. Who is that top of the key? Is that Benedict Mathurin?
yeah. So that's
So he got
automatically
that's
like
he
the
got drafted last year.
last year, right? So
Yeah.
it's either
It's
23
either
or
22 or 23 technically.
yeah.
We just don't know what point in the season the game was played.
Um.
I don't know, man. Your call. I mean, it has to be one of the two. We can't
Wait.
really decipher
Okay.
unless you see something.
This is this year
Really?
because it's Drew Eubanks and Eric
Oh,
Gordon.
okay. I can't even
So
see that. Okay, well then there you go.
yeah.
Gotta be regular.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Um.
Coaches. Who's the Suns coach this year and who? Okay, that's easy. Suns is Vogel.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up. That's under Pacers.
Oh wait, shit. My bad.
And then Pacers have Rick Carlisle. Okay, we're like flawless so far, if this is right. All right.
Yeah.
Flawless going into the players round. All right. This is current. We should kill this. All right.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Automatically, just go back to the
Booker, Beal, Durant.
I'm putting Eubanks first.
Okay.
Actually, it doesn't even matter.
We'll get them all.
Durant,
Eubanks, Eric Gordon.
Bates, Diop, and Eric. Okay.
All right. All the easy ones. Let's go get the easy ones for the Pacers. Mathurin, Siakam, probably there by this point. I think that's him in the paint right there. Halliburton, TJ McConnell.
Tyrese wasn't in that game, I guess. Wait, did I select him?
Okay,
Yeah, it wasn't.
Why am I blanking? Bruce Brown would have been there. What's their rookie's name? Jarris
Oh,
Walker.
he's not playing either.
Where's their squad at? I think it's all A's, like J.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, there we go.
What in the?
All right, go to the picture. Let me look at this. Can't even see.
Oh shoot.
There we go. All right, we're back. Who else even plays for the Pacers these days?
Obi Toppin.
I should know. They're in the playoffs.
I know.
Who else plays for the Suns? Suns have zero depth, like negative amounts.
This is before the trade deadline.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
Oh, I keep.
Wait, who is number 2?
See that. Number 2?
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
They look mad familiar.
almost looks like RJ Hampton, but I don't think it is.
Oh. What's that say? What's that damn say?
Nemhard.
Mm-mm.
And then who's the other one? There's like another name like that. Naismith? Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Aaron
Yeah.
Naismith. Yeah. There we go. Another easy one.
Let's go.
Okay, there we go. That's pretty good for Indiana. Phoenix, we can definitely get one or two more. Nurkic,
Yeah.
easy one.
Uh.
Who else? Who's in that backcourt? I actually have no idea who plays in the back.
Wait. Okay. I really should know this. Um.
I don't really watch Phoenix Suns basketball like that, to be honest.
I used to write about the Suns. That was last
This
season.
should be you.
Yeah. This really should be. Oh. Are we stupid?
Oh, that's 8-8. That's pretty good. I mean, we might be able to get one more, but
There's no way we can't get more Suns players in this.
who is 23 in the paint there on the Pacers? Go back to that other picture. Did we get whoever that is?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Who is that dreads? I can't even tell.
Yeah.
Who on the Pacers has dreads and is number what? 23 is that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, we got if we're running two games, I say 16's good, to be honest. We need to save our
Oh, this is a game where Booker went absolutely nuts.
wait, really?
He dropped 62.
Okay.
Oh, damn, I really should know this though.
8 and 8.
Okay.
I'm satisfied.
I'm gonna be so mad. Josh Okogie. Okay. Never mind, I'm not that mad. There's barely
Yeah, that wasn't too bad actually. All right. This top scorer, well, Devin Booker. All right, we got to be better than like most fans. Okay, 76. That's pretty good.
yeah.
All
It was
right.
just two players. I
Hopefully
was like, yeah.
everyone just remembers this score and not if you want to play this today's, oh my goodness.
All right.
This is
Wait,
like
that's not even today.
yeah,
That's
you got to
yesterday.
go out of the archives or just back to the original website. There.
Okay.
Okay.
So home team is the Lakers.
Lakers versus whoever that is, the Raptors.
That's a Heat, right?
Nah, bro, that's definitely the Raptors.
That's the Raptors?
I think so. Those is it?
That looks like the Heat.
It's kind of blurry for me. I'll trust you because you're looking at it directly.
Okay.
But if this is the Raptors, just know.
My bad.
All right,
You got me doubting myself.
Let's see.
Oh my god, it was the Raptors.
Hunter.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you look like a casual now.
I do look like a casual.
I knew it. All right.
What? They
Anyways,
had their
we'll
jerseys were that like
dude, I write for the Heat. I should have been more confident in that. I know those aren't Heat uniforms. That black is
the
like
okay, the
black
pants.
is what made me get like no, it's Raptors. All right. Year, great. This looks old.
I mean,
what a
just Kobe at 8. So like he was drafted like
it's like early 2000s, late
2000s.
90-ish, right?
Yeah. Because he was drafted in 97, right?
I mean, I think so. Anywhere in that time is like it's like a shot in the dark of a 5-year span.
Yeah.
We
He still looks younger in this.
I mean, I like 99 or 2000.
Yeah.
Those both sound nice.
Okay. Who do we see here?
We might get 4 players. Like I don't know. I would go up in year probably.
Yeah. Maybe like 2002.
Why not?
Because I don't see Shaq out there. He wanted it. Screw it. Damn. That was 2006?
Okay.
That quality is
I wasn't even
Dookie.
alive yet, so I'm gonna accept a pass on this one.
Hey, me neither, bro. Like
All right.
2 months later. All right.
All right. So this got to be regular season. Oh my goodness, the coaches? Are we serious?
I'm just about to skip this. But
You see if
maybe
you can see him in the pictures. Maybe I'll get another crazy pull like I did the other pod. All right, yeah. Like let zoom in on the fit. This is how I got it last time. Okay. Brown fit. Giving off Nate McMillan vibes.
well, I couldn't even tell. Oh, so that's for the Raptors,
Yeah.
right?
And then you can put whoever you can put friggin' Phil Jackson for the Lakers for all I care, dude. I don't know who that is. I don't have the slightest clue who the Lakers coach would have been.
What?
Oh, it's Phil Jackson. Okay.
Damn.
I didn't know he coached that late. But I also didn't really know the NBA when I wasn't alive. So,
Facts.
all right, another guess for the Raptors. Put Alvin Gentry again. He's coached everybody. Sam Mitchell, yeah, like never. All right, well, this is where we're done for. Kobe Bryant.
Right, we're done.
That's all I've got. Like, I genuinely don't know if I can name you a single player on the Raptors.
We're done. We're done. All right, let's try to get this though. Let's try to get.
Like, we will just skip past that. We weren't alive. It doesn't.
Okay, that was Chris Bosh. That's why I thought it was the Heat.
All right, wait. Scroll up. Oh, it's last shot. Okay.
Lakers are killing him.
Kobe
It's gotta be
Bryant,
Kobe.
He don't pass the rock. Kobe
I feel
Bryant
like the way he's like signing out.
What?
Damn.
What?
All right.
Okay.
So it's probably a Raptors player. What the fuck?
Chris Bosh is like the only guy that's relevant to me, so I would guess.
Half of these dudes don't even have.
Jalen Rose or Chris Bosh sounds good.
Matt Bonner, great.
I actually remember him. He played with the Spurs. That's all I know about him.
Okay, we'll take it.
The fact that we were better than anybody is impressive to me. Oh my goodness. All right. Not our best outing, but it's not our fault. We weren't alive. We did really well in the one where we were alive.
we would have cooked on the Sixers.
Oh, a Sixers Thunder game? See, man, one of these times we're going to, if the day we pass better than 90% is the day we've succeeded at this game, is what I would say.
Not the next episode, we got to do the Sixers one.
Okay.
Oh
but,
God.
Hunter, I need to rant about something for a second that has been bothering me about the NBA. Why do I see Bronny James in my Twitter feed every 5 seconds? I do not care that he shot 4 of 10 in a combine scrimmage. It does not mean anything to me. I don't care that he made 16 of 25 threes. Like, this is my whole problem with why I think he's not going to be successful in the league. That and the fact that he was 3 inches shorter than he was thought to be, which was kind of questionable to me that they thought he was 6'4" and he turned out to be 6'1". That was weird. But my biggest problem, he is going into the league with every single camera in the world pointed at him. Nate, like, when has there ever been a time where that has worked out other than generational talent? Like, and Bronny is not a generational talent. Those are the only guys who have the cameras follow them all the way up through their path and actually turn out. Like, to me, it's just so frustrating, dude. Like, he's gonna go so early in this draft, and somebody's gonna pull the trigger on it, and it's gonna be such a mistake.
I mean, like, he finally said, like, I want to be known as me, not.
Yeah, I fully respect that. He needs to say that. I mean, if he wanted to just stay in his dad's shadow, like, you're setting yourself up for failure. But I don't know. I wouldn't spend a first round pick on him. I might not even consider spending a second on him if I was a GM. I am among the group that think he should have spent another year at college, to be honest with you.
I'm not. I don't think his game's gonna get much better in college because I don't think, like I've said this before, I don't think he's like I don't think his player archetype is just meant for college
Yeah,
because
like
he's gonna have an
the
impact on
three
an
and D,
NBA
like
roster.
athletic type.
That's not.
He
Yeah,
is small though. Like I know he's athletic, but and his father's LeBron James, so of course he's athletic. But LeBron is 6'9", 255 pounds. Bronny's 6'1". It's like, how much does that athleticism really mean when you're that small?
yeah. I mean, I don't think he should go very early. I just like the thing with if he wasn't LeBron's son, would he be drafted? No.
Probably not.
But at the same time, I think he will still have an impact on an NBA roster because the 3-and-D players need it. In college, sure there
He'll
can be a
spend his
3-and-D
first year
player.
in the G League. I don't think there's any debate about that. Like, I
Well,
think
yeah,
he'll start it as a G League product.
but
Maybe get brought up. Like, if he goes to a team, like, for example, if this somehow magically happened again, look at Memphis last season. Their
yeah,
whole roster was basically out by the end of the year. Like,
yeah.
Bronny could play on a team like that, sure.
But I mean, in the future, like when he's solidified himself like as a player in the league, like in college, a 3-and-D player is not going to get spotlight to get drafted.
True.
So
But
that's
then
why, like,
it's
I don't
kind
know.
of weird. Like, I don't know if I can officially call him a 3-and-D player. Because offensively,
Yeah, he's
a
not
lot of
that.
his product, like he's a weird archetype to me.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
he's
because he'll hit some threes, but like he's
yeah, but
really
it's just
more.
so streaky. Like
Yeah, that's the
when
thing.
I picture 3-and-D guys, I picture those guys that like will not drive to the basket. They are
Yeah,
strictly shooting threes. Like in that scrimmage that popped up on my feed every 5 seconds. Of course, I ended up watching clips from it. Most of his scoring came in the mid range, and like he had a couple nice
yeah,
floaters. So I don't know. He's got a very inconsistent offensive game, if you can say that.
yeah. No, I agree with that. I think
Defense
it
is
will get better for
without a
sure.
doubt his best trait.
Oh yeah, no, and I think like shooting can be improved as we've seen, and then in the NBA, offensive game can be improved. But like if you have natural defensive talent, that's needed on a roster.
Yeah.
Like some guys just don't have that grit to be good on defense, and
Rosters just
that's
need that. Like there's
yeah.
like scoring is not a need, so to speak, in the
No, like
NBA.
it's so
Like, these
easy to
players
find
just
somebody
play.
who can score.
But yeah, like Bojan Bogdanovic averaged 20 on the Pistons last year. Like
Yeah.
that says pretty much all you need to know about scoring in the NBA these days. Like you can find
Yep.
scores if you need scores.
On that note, do you want
Yes,
to do a little?
we can. The Rising Stars mock draft
I'm gonna let you take the lead on this
1.0. All right.
1.0.
1.0.
Alright.
Once it gets closer, we can do a more in-depth one. I'm curious, how closely do you follow these guys?
I'm gonna be so for real. I don't really like this
Okay,
draft is just so boring to me, dog. Like
that's fair. That's fair.
all I care about is the Sixers getting Jared McCain, and that's it.
Yes, that is you've made that very clear that is your top
Yeah.
priority. All right.
All right.
Okay, by the way, we apologize for how poorly we randomly guessed our top 3.
You are better than me.
I had Washington at 1. They only dropped a spot. Atlanta jumping to 1 with a 3% chance.
That was. I saw a TikTok and it was like if the team last year jumped like from that had a 3% chance jumped up and got the one, would have been Luca paired with Wemby, bro.
Here's my
I'm not.
thing. Do you like the draft lottery how it is now compared to how it used to be where cuz this is the second year in a row Detroit's dropped to 5 when they've had the worst record. I think
Yeah.
that's so dumb. I like the old draft. If you're going to do a draft lottery, I like the old one better where the first team has the highest odds. The worst.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I just like I'm kind of biased towards Detroit. Like, just give up the rebuild already. Like, you're gonna have to start focusing more on win now than just drafting players that you have to develop over years. But that's like a Detroit only thing.
Like, of
But
course,
yeah,
you're
no, I
always gonna
agree for
have
sure.
yeah, you're always gonna have a bottom of the barrel team, but it shouldn't always be the same team, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like, when you
and
look at the NFL, it was the Jaguars, and now the Jaguars have Trevor Lawrence because they had the first pick, and now they're making a
yeah,
name for themselves.
no, I
The
agree for sure. And
NBA
like, they shouldn't drop that far.
right, exactly. They should, like, 3 maybe, but
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's start up this mock draft. The Rising
Oh, my
Stars,
bad.
this is the first one right here. You just gotta click
Yeah.
continue and
Continue.
put us to it. All right.
All right.
So I don't know what Atlanta's gonna do at 1, whether they're gonna move like, I don't imagine they don't move Trey or DeJounte and stay at 1. I think they'll either trade this pick for a win now move, or they'll trade Trey or DeJounte.
Yeah, I
But
don't really think.
let's say everybody keeps their pick. I think Alex Sarr is the first pick, personally.
Okay.
He's basically like a smaller Wemby, if that makes any sense.
I got
I
you.
mean,
I mean,
like you said, this draft class is pretty
yeah. I saw.
mediocre.
I don't know. I saw a quote today, and I think it was on Instagram. So like, it's probably not um true, but like somebody I like it said getting the first overall pick this year is basically like drafting Tobias Harris.
If it's that bad, like, oh my goodness.
Tobias Harris is
All right,
crazy.
Washington. I don't know why this website has Isaiah Collier ranked so
Yeah.
high. I've seen him mocked to like Miami at like 15 before. So, I mean, I don't think he'll drop that far, but I don't think he's this high. Clinningham will go somewhere up here. I
Yeah.
I think I like Clinningham here actually to go to
Yeah. He'll be a lot higher than.
because Koulibaly is kind of like a wing slash shooting guard, so it makes sense to lock down that front court with a guy like that. Like, it's kind of sad to say, but like he almost reminds me of like a Walker Kessler. To say that that's going to be the
Yeah,
second
the
overall,
second
it's
overall
kind of
pick.
crazy, but I mean, it is what it is, man. All
All
right,
right, the Rockets.
Houston's weird. They don't
Yeah,
really need anything specific. Their backcourt's pretty locked down.
that's the thing. They don't need a Rob Dillingham at all.
I think they need a wing. I think they need a Cody Williams, a Ron Holland. I don't even want to pronounce the second guy's name. I know who he is, but I couldn't tell you how to say his name. Justin Edwards isn't going this high. I would probably lean.
I mean, did they go to the one with? I mean, I guess like the G League is it's his own thing, but like,
Yeah, I think either Ron Holland or Zachari or however you say his name.
I mean, second dude got way more
I would
experience, but
lean
like,
Ron Holland because
yeah, I think that's more
Houston is familiar
achievement.
with the G League because they took Jalen Green out of there. So
Yeah, I think.
to me that makes more sense. All right, San Antonio. This has to be a guard, 100%.
I mean, do they?
Do they
Yeah,
take
Rob. I mean,
Rob?
just straight up.
I mean, I think it's a pretty easy pick.
Yeah,
You
score
pair the flashiest guy in the class with
Wemby.
Wemby. I mean, your
Yeah.
publicity is gonna be crazy. Detroit. Oh gosh, man, I feel so bad for them.
Mm.
This is where I would take Zachari
Yeah.
probably. They don't have anything in the front court really. Like when you look at that, like if they get him at 5, that's a nice lineup on paper, but it never has amounted to anything. You got Cade,
Yeah.
Ivy, Thompson,
That's the thing.
Kari,
Like they're all still developing.
Jalen Duren too. All right, whose pick is this? Is this
The
Hornets? Okay. Don't really need a point guard.
Mm-mm.
I like Matas going some point here. Who I think he could go here. I think Nah, Stefan Castle's not going this high, even though he had a nice year. I think I like Matos.
Yeah,
And then
the
Portland
Blazers.
needs nothing in the backcourt. They made that clear when they didn't want Tyler Hero. So I mean, to me, this is either I don't. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think they just go Cody Williams, and I think I know. I think I know who falls to San Antonio at 8. All right, yeah, San Antonio at 8. I think they go another guard. I think they take Topic, Nikola Topic.
Mm.
He's got injury problems, but if they're shooting safety at number 4 with Rob,
Yeah, no, I like that.
I think the upside shot at 8 makes sense. I think they might trade out of one of those picks.
Oh,
I saw a report that said they didn't love the idea of getting Trae Young, but if they're trading for a guard, then they won't keep both those
I
picks
don't
up.
love the idea of getting Trae Young for them either. I think like he's still young,
Yeah,
but
but
like he
I
just
don't
feels
love
like
the
he's
fit.
peaked. I don't, yeah, and I
Okay.
don't think he's gonna go much further.
This is high for Flipkowski, I think. Even though they need a big. I mean, they could go Ezon. They
Damn,
can't take a guard. I don't think
no,
I literally don't think they can afford to. I don't mind the Justin Edwards pick here. I'm higher on him than most. Yeah, I would say him or Jacoby Walter, either one could go here.
I mean, yeah, it's just I'm down with it.
All right. Jazz, a guard comes off the board here for sure.
Yeah,
I think this is probably where Collier goes.
yeah, he's been sitting up there for a minute.
And then, oh gosh, Chicago, they can take anybody they want because they're probably destroying their roster next year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do they just go best play? Because best player available at this point is either Flipowski, Shepard, or Stefan Castle. I think this is a little high for Flipowski.
I know, but like, are they about to get rid of Vooch? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
so, I mean, they have Kobe White who's emerging too, so they don't really need a guard.
I'd go Flipowski. I think they
Yeah.
do it. I think they could. It wouldn't shock me. OKC, they can take whoever they please.
Yeah.
I would go.
I mean, who's just gonna?
Probably Stefan Castle, honestly.
Okay.
I think he's got more upside than Shepard. I think Shepard had
Yeah.
more of a chance to prove himself than Castle, and I think Castle could be the higher upside guy. Okay, Sacramento. I don't know what Sacramento's doing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't make much
they
sense.
don't really have much depth at the center, but like, this is way too early for any of the other. I mean, this is so crazy to see somebody like with a stat line like this, just like
No, bro, he's not
so
going.
low.
He's going 20s. He's
Oh,
going.
you think he's going first round?
Yeah, I think somebody will do it. 100%. Not saying
Probably,
they should.
Yeah, I mean, a contender would probably like just for the
Oh
hell of
yeah,
it.
like seeing Zach Edey back up Jokic. Like,
Yeah,
why not? Why would the Nuggets not do that?
all
All right.
right.
Okay,
They definitely don't really need backcourt.
Oh, is this okay? This is Sacramento.
No, this is still Sacramento.
They don't need any backcourt. They could use Jacoby Walter.
Yeah, Jacoby Walter. Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then Portland back on the board. Okay.
I mean,
This is number 14. I think this is the last pick of the lottery.
yeah,
So if we have them going Cody Williams, I think they could go best player available, and they just they literally cannot take a guard.
Yeah, they can't take a point. Yeah,
which is so weird. Like,
I guess they'd have to take a forward.
Because well, look at it this way: if you had Scoot, I mean, I think a lot of these, like I think Portland and San Antonio will trade one of their lottery picks to a different team. And honestly, I think whoever,
Yeah.
if Shepard's on the board at 14, somebody will probably trade up for him.
Yeah.
So I would expect him to go here if
So
he's there.
do you just want to go Shepherd?
Yeah, you can just throw him in there
All
so
right.
we know he goes in the lottery. All right, there it
All right.
is.
Leaving it up here for the screenshot.
Yes, this is our
I
first
don't
draft.
I don't hate this.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
don't hate this at all.
this is like nobody is set anywhere, which is weird. Like this is the first
Yeah.
time in a while where we don't know where certain guys are gonna go. But I'm pretty confident in this, honestly. Like I think those first 6 picks are pretty locked in some order, not
Yeah.
necessarily where we have them, but I think those are the top 6 guys. Topic maybe, but he's injured a lot, so
Yeah.
all
Yeah, I
right.
feel like
Well,
that's
so
a
we're in what? May, draft is end of June.
June, like the
All right.
25th or something.
Yeah, so we'll have to run this back. We'll go full first round mock draft. Maybe a special quick
Yeah.
episode video like thing where we just straight up mock
Just
maybe
do the
day
draft.
before. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me look back at this Minnesota Denver score. We
Yeah.
can make our predictions for that game 7. Oh my goodness.
What are
They're
you
up by
getting?
36.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Goodness. Okay. Well, there is a game 7 for Wolves Nuggets. We know that for
Yeah.
basically fact. Before we wrap up the episode, I am rooting for the Wolves to win. I don't like to see back-to-back champions, so I will take the Wolves in game 7.
I also would like the Wolves to win. In Denver, game 7, the best player in the world, I don't think he loses. I think the Nuggets are going to take it. I think it'll be a good game, but
Yeah, I think
I
that's fair.
think,
I
yeah,
think that's
I
fair.
think they'll adjust. I think, yeah.
Well, you've heard it here.
Oh, and playing like as an away team playing in Denver, like that's
True.
always the difficulty. So,
That is true. That I
yeah.
will agree with that. But
All
ending
right.
on that note, when we
Yeah.
come back, we will see who is correct, who is advancing to play either OKC or Dallas. Probably Dallas, it's looking like, but you never know.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I had fun with the double games today.
Yes,
think
that was great. Even though
Yeah.
we are not early 2000s
Yeah, no.
children, but it's okay. We're learning.
Yeah, no, we did great on the current one. So,
Exactly. That's what
thumbs up for
matters.
that. All right. Have a great one, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to watch the next one next week. And if you haven't seen the other ones already, make sure you go watch that on our YouTube. See you.